Ew, what's going on there? It's interesting. Why is it that size? God, I should have watched some tutorials for this stuff. I have no idea where my sound is either. This is annoying. Let's go. Just bear with me a minute. Let's see what this looks like on my mobile if I go on it. Okay, that's interesting. Jesus. Not sure why it's not looking around the cockpit. This is not going very well, is it? Or is that just the... Okay, let's run with this and see how we get. I have no idea where my bloody sound is. Let's see. So let's fly out now. Start.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. Please ensure that you fastened your seatbelt, return your seat back and folding trays to their full upright positions, and store your carry-on luggage in either the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you're seated next to an emergency exit,
right.
read the special instructions located near that exit.
It's a while since I've flown this plane, by the way. God, have I really got 2 people watching? Jesus Christ, sorry people, I really don't know what I'm doing with this. The picture's totally the wrong size. As I said, this is a test, so bear with me here a minute, because I've got a lot of stuff to sort out here. We're supposed to be going from the Guardia to Montreal at some point.
We remind you that smoking aboard this aircraft, as well as tampering with, disabling, or destroying lavatory smoke detectors, is prohibited by law.
So yeah, I'm just trying to get things sorted out so I know what I'm doing. Okay, we've got the checklist on there, so we might as well start running through the checklist. I don't know why I haven't got any sounds. What we got: circuit breakers, nose wheel steering off. I haven't flown this plane. I don't know why I'm not getting sounds. That's annoying. Hydraulic pumps are off. Yes, they should be good. Landing gear is obviously down. Perhaps that's APU we can turn on, which is over the top here. Oh god, that's horrible without the sound. I get the radio sound weirdly enough, but I have no idea why I don't get anything else. That is bizarre. So yeah, we put that on. Oh geez, I've got to remember how to start this bloody plane up now. As I say, it's been about half a year since I've flown this thing. So what we've done, put the fuel pumps on. We've got to get the APU started. There should be an APU switch down here somewhere, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So I think I press that one, and then I believe that one. It should hopefully power up the APU. It is fantastic. As I say, I don't know. I really don't know why that's coming out so zoomed in. It must be probably the size that I've got it. Yeah, I wonder if I set the video sections wrong. Anyway, so we got the APU. There is no sound. Why have I not got sound? Oh, that is annoying. Yeah, sound is set. I can't fly this without any sound. Jesus, hold on. This is really going well, isn't it? Let's see what. Let's make sure I've got everything plugged in properly. Down under here, depths of my computer. Yeah, that is bizarre. Not sure what's going on with that. Something it's not happy about. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to do this without any sound. Anyway, so we've got the APU on. Let's try and follow this through. So APU is on electrics, HRS, IRS to nav. That's these two down here. Actually, this equipment is checked. Gear and safety pins are obviously on board. Hydraulic 3A needs to be turned on. I believe that's this one here, isn't it? FMS initialization complete. Ah, good, I haven't even got these on. Okay. Interesting. This is bizarre. I'm pretty sure they used to come on by default. There isn't an on switch on this anywhere, is it? Ah, probably this one. No. No. That's weird because I haven't got any of the displays either. What the hell's going on with this plane? No sound, no displays. This is going really well. Okay, so is it a problem with the plane? Must be. CRJ 900. If you're watching, I'll just really go off and do something else now, people, because this is just. I think I'll just turn this off in a minute and delete it. CRJ 900, no sound or displays. God, this is really going to crap, isn't it? I turned the batteries on, didn't I? Yeah, batteries and DC are on. Those are on. Those are on. The APU is up and running. There is no sound on this plane. What the fuck is wrong? Well, I'm not going to get very far without an FMC, am I? This is ridiculous. Okay, I think I'm going to abort this in a minute if I don't figure it out. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Definitely. That sound isn't some. I don't remember having to turn this on. I always remember it being on initially. That is really fucking annoying. Excuse my language. Oh, what a resounding success this is. Oh, wait a minute. Is this doing anything? No. Jesus. Actually, just out of interest, let's go to options. No. Aircraft status one. Let's just flip along ready to taxi. Right, as you can see, we've still got no displays. Now, why is this? I wonder, something because I'm in, yeah, something to do with the, oh, hello, that's interesting. Okay. Let's go back to cold and dark. Alright. Let's go back to the checklist. So run through all that again. Circuit breakers closed, nose wheel steering off. Still no sound, by the way. P3D as oops on. Okay, then this is CPU. Battery master, DC service, fuel pumps. Oops, sorry, they need to be on. I'm sure pressing one. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right, look at that, we've got displays now. Okay. That's progress. That is progress. Still don't know why it's showing the size it is. It's probably because I've got a lot bigger. Can I change this on the fly? I'm not sure. Video output, and that doesn't let me change it on the fly. Base canvas resolution 920. Yeah, I should have changed that. Okay. Let's end the stream a minute and we'll start this again. Nice, stupid piece of crap. Okay, let's solve that problem. We're now displaying in the correct size. Let's fix that at least. Right, I will sort the sound out as we travel. Let's come on here in a minute, Dave. So let's see, what did I just do? I've just set up the APU, IRS. IRS is nav. Emergency equipment, gear and safety, hydraulic 3A. I think I've already done this hydraulic 3A, haven't I? Yes. FMC initialization. Okay. Position in it. Previous. Okay, it's good. So the fact I haven't got any sound isn't good though. Okay, so hydraulic MC initialization is completed. Turn external pre-flight check panel, screens in audio warning panel checked, fire detection plate checked, chance required, arm reset, ELT, I've got to remember where that switch is. Arm reset, that is on, yeah. Cabin pressure panel, is this one where I have to set it? I can't, here we go. Landing elevation, oh god, I've just realised I haven't set my charts up, hold on. That's annoying. Drag that across the other screen in a minute. Ooh, that's so big. Scroll down, shrink down. No. No. I'm so glad I've got a 4K display and then something that isn't a 4K display. Really, really makes life so much easier. I'm so glad I wrote this as a test stream as well. Yes. Yes, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Right, so we are going from the Guardia to Montreal. Some brief KLGA destination CYUL CYOW save. Okay, live dashboard. The Guardia to Montreal, and just get charts downloading. Alright. Okay, back over to here. I will troubleshoot the sound issue en route. Let's see. So we've done ELT cabin pressure. Oh yeah, cabin landing elevation of Montreal. I've got really crap internet at the moment. I am getting a faster router later this week, so my future streams, once I've sorted or got my shit together, should be much better. I tell you what, we'll leave the landing elevation for now because it's taking forever in the day. Download Navigraph charts. Awesome. Okay, ice. Yeah, ELT cabin pressure, air conditioning, ice detection. Yeah, windshield low. Yeah, windshield low. Jesus, I keep forgetting that. Oh yeah, it's this one, isn't it? God, I'm so out of practice. I don't know why I chose this plane to do this test with, because I have not flown it for months. Emergency lights, if I can remember where the hell they are on this thing. They're there. Oops. Oh man. Standby compass. Leave that for now. Nose wheel steering is off. Clock set. So you cast standby anti-skid compliance. So check. Your dampening gauge. That's there and there. Trims, yeah, source select panel normal, pedal stall is checked. Still hasn't downloaded that crap yet. Passenger signs on. Wherever they are, must be down here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. On. Landing elevation, we'll worry about that in a minute. Set altimeters. Yep. FMS. So we can program the FMC. Remember how you program this FMC now. So we are in La Guardia in New York, of course. And if I just get my sim brief, so KLGA. Okay. KLGA. If anyone is actually watching this, and if anyone by any miraculous chance is also trying to send me messages, sorry if I'm not replying. I just haven't got the screen up at the moment. Setting the plane up, busy with other stuff. Actually, if you could send me a message so just I can see if this Streamlabs OBS thing is working properly, just type some random crap, then yeah, that'd be great, thanks. Right, anyway, so back to what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's go to the, so we've set up, yeah, the airport. Let's go along to the flight plan. KLGA. And Montreal is our destination in beautiful Canada. And CYUL. CYUL. Fabulous. Now let me see, do I put, oh god. Yeah, via. So we're direct to, we don't have a star as such. In fact, I don't know why I'm putting this flight. Let's get my clearance off Pro ATC. Fly now. Okay. Great. I'm not going to be able to hear Pro ATC either. That's not necessarily an issue. I think it's... No, because then why would I be hearing that other sound? I'll troubleshoot the sound whilst I'm on route. Let's just come back to my live dashboard a minute. Right. So we want to tune in the correct frequency for departure. Fortunately, I can get that up on the details here. Flight plan information. So we want 121.87 is on the box there. Oops.
Ground up 415, Hotel Bravo, information hotel.
Okay, request clearance.
Clearance delivery, Delta 5462 with the information request clearance.
Why has it... No, thank you.
Clearance delivery, Delta 5462 with the information request clearance.
This sound thing's really
Delta
annoying me,
546,
actually, because I can't...
clear to Charlie, Yankee, uniform,
Oh, here we are.
Lima,
Cleared
Lima
to
Golf,
Pierre
Alpha
Elliott
5 departure,
Trudeau.
expect
Just
vectors
departure.
to Golf,
Vectors
Romeo, Echo,
to
Kilo,
Guardia,
India, then
and
as
then
file,
as
climb
file.
and maintain,
One
5
ray,
hours, expect, flight
runway
level 29010
Climb
minutes
and
after departure,
maintain
departure frequency
5,000.
will be 120.4, squawk 3653, altimeter
Squawk
29.82.
3635.
Clearance to destination
3635 on squawk.
Vectors to Guardia, climb and maintain 5000, flight level 290 within 10 minutes after departure on 120.4, squawk
CRJ incidentally is one of my least favourite
Delta
aircraft to
5462.
fly.
Delta 546, read back correct, contact ground 121.7.
Contact ground on 121.7.
Roger, 1.1.7, Delta
Right, so we can come back to the FMC because we know we're departing from a runway 4. So if we go departure, we're departing out from a runway 4. We're not using SID. So it's going direct to Grecki. I have no idea why the default ATC works and nothing else does. That is totally bizarre. But there we are. Anyway, after Grecki, it's then direct to Juds. Judds. That's it. Direct to Cam. There we go. And direct to Peberg.
Ground Southwest 1945 is cleared off the runway. Request taxi to park.
Okay, and then it's carts.
Taxi via
Romeo 3 arrival. Let's execute that.
36.
Okay, so we're arriving into Montreal, and that's going to be via what runway? Let's see, transition, approach that got through transitions, Peberg, ILS 24, alright. And that's via, as I said, the cart 3 with transition Peberg. Execute that. Right, now if we go to the flight plan, hopefully discos. Doesn't look like it. Performance initialization. Oh yes. We've got to come down to good old Dave here. And oops, payload. So the fuel, we're going to need 3357. So we certainly don't need that much fuel. There we go. Copy dates from there. Fabulous. Cruising altitude is flight level 290, I do believe. Yeah. FL 290. Fabulous. Execute that. There is, of course, no auto throttle on this plane. Okay, so we programmed the FMC, at least I think we have from what I remember. Take off briefing, correct. Personal, and I tell you what, has that finally downloaded? Yes, it has. So if I go to my New York charts, because I need to see the taxi, we're departing out, what did I say, runway 4? There we go, I need to see where I am at Guardia.
United 1429.
Okay, we're a million miles away from runway 4, about as far away from runway 4 as you can get, actually, that's helpful. We need to push back to
Southwest
the
179er.
so yeah,
is
personally,
cleared of the runway.
on
Request
onboard
taxi to
checking
parking.
doors,
Southwest
beacon doors are locked, closed and not beacon.
taxi via
Oh
Papa Tango Juliet
shit!
Lima
I've
to
got to
Papa
do.
2.
Oh, I tell you
5
what,
Quebec,
just push
Papa
back manually.
Tango
I didn't
Juliet
use
Lima to Gate
GSX.
Papa 2.
Never
Southwest
mind.
179er.
What did Dave tell me to do? Beacon. That's the one. Fuel pumps. Those are on. And quantity hydraulic pumps, we can now put those all on. Oh, Jesus. On. Parking brakes required. Engine start, so we can get our clearance pushed back.
Ground Delta 5462. Quest startup and
It's
pushback.
horrible
Delta
having no
5462.
sound. That is killing
Startup
me.
and pushback
It's
approved.
killing me. So we push back to the right and then just literally follow it around. Okay, that's a giggle, isn't it? Did they give me clearance? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at.
Roger, Delta 5462.
Ground. American
Okay,
34
so
is cleared of the runway. Quest taxi to
let's
parking.
imagine they're happy.
American
We can
348,
push back and
taxi
start now. It's my
vehicle
parking
to
brake
Gate
on.
Delta 1.
Mega Golf. To Gate Delta 1.
There we
American
go.
348.
Push back, and we can start engines. I can't for life remember how you start the engines. Oh yes, I can. Fuel. Yeah, that's the one. Start. So there we go. That is powering up.
Ground. Flagship 3433 is cleared of the
Yeah.
runway. Request taxi to parking.
We can
Flagship
engage
3433.
that
Taxi
lever.
via Charlie
It's
to
all
Gate
coming
Papa
back to
7.
me.
Via Charlie to Gate
I
Papa
can remember
7.
how to fly this
Flagship
heap of crap.
3433.
What frame rates are we getting here? 20 around the 20s. Yeah, it's a bit shit, really, isn't it? I have to play about with that. Okay, that should be far enough for the pushback. Let's just stop it there. I hate not having any sound. That's giving me fucking brake overhead. Let's put the other engine
351,
on.
cross runway 31 right and echo, monitor tower 1239.
Call 31 right echo, monitor tower 1239, this is 351.
Bloody sound. Let's see. Speakers. Set default device. Aha. Now.
Delta 5462. Squawk
Why is none of
3653.
this shit actually working? Squawk 3653. Let me just come off that a minute. I thought I had 3653. Oh, 3653, you idiot.
Delta 5462. Did you copy?
How do I get it off standby? I can't remember now. Yeah, I haven't flown this plane in so long. Oh yeah, I think that, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Right, so
Delta
push back, engines are
5462.
running,
Did you copy?
hopefully. I presume they are. I don't have any sound, so I can't hear. Engine start, fuel test complete. Gen 1, Gen 2 should be on auto. They are now. Oops. Yes, I copied.
Squawk 3653, Delta 54.
So Gen 1, Gen 2 bleed, valves and packs. We can sort those on now. So let's put packs on, reset fans on. That's pretty much all I think I need to do there. From what I recall. Anti-ice is required. Probes on. It's here and here. And electrics, hydrogen, nose wheel steering. We can arm that now.
Kennedy ground, what gate number?
Yes, that's for flaps.
I'll
What do I set flaps for taking off on this thing? Put some 2 on the flaps or 3 on the flap. Map trim and stab trim. There we are. Let's clear that off. Yeah, flight reversers. Armed. No. Armed. That's down here, sorry. Let's see. Reverse thrust. Weird how they're separated. Why do you only want to reverse thrust in one engine? I never really understood that. Lights, fuel, ignition, anti-ice, transponder TCAS on, radar train display. Fuel, it's for please APU, lights and passenger signs on. Yeah, it should be. Oh, that's climb check. Okay, so we can taxi to runway now.
It's clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking. Flagship 3812. Taxi via Bravo Juliet to gate.
Stream quality is probably awful because, as I said, my internet is. This is just a test, actually. Well, state the obvious.
Ground Delta 5462, request taxi.
Delta 5462. Taxi via Zulu Alpha Bravo to runway 04.
To see how well my current internet holds up, as I already said, I am getting better. Well, I'm not even on fibre. I'm on just bog standard. It might as well be a bloody dial-up router. That's how shit it is. And then I realised recently, and thankfully, that I am actually got. I'll tell you what, something I'm going to do in a minute. This is a bit stuttery. There's 2 things I'm going to do actually. I'm going to go options, graphics. I'm going to go and put that, because I've got 30 hertz refresh rate, so I'm going to put that down to that. We're going to put that down to 2 SA, and see how we get on with that. Some stuttery, isn't it?
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
I tell you, is that one? I tell you, it's bear with me. Let's whack it down to 4 MSA. Because we got. Yeah, that's interesting. I really wanted it to do that, so nobody ever. It's really disconcerting not being able to hear shit. There's still a freaking. I haven't even got active Sky on, have I? Because it needs to do an update. Yeah, I'm gonna have to configure this. That's what are we getting? Jesus, 14. Oh, why am I going on the runway? Pay attention. This way. Now, just excuse me whilst I just run over all the taxi signs. Genius. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here as I totally wreck my aircraft. There goes my pilot's license. Gee, why is the frame rate so shit? Oops. Okay, that's made bugger all difference. So let's go to graphics again. Let's spell that up back to 4 times this there. And tell you what, let's just shove that back on there. Shall we sod it? Let's get the no. that's the thing I want. Okay, so we need to hang a left at the next intersection. Not that one. Oh, excuse me. These ones.
Also, your seat bottom cushion can be used as a flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the strap.
Actually, I might as well turn Pro ATC off because it's not really going to do much for me now.
Laptop computers may be used when the
Oh, hello.
seatbelt sign is on or when permitted by the crew. Mobile phones must be turned off at all times.
Yeah, the Guardia is never. Good old Ultimate Traffic Live. Gotta love it. That's it. You just get in the way, my friend.
Holding our position. Flagship 3812.
I'm interested to see what performance I get on X-Plane. Because I typically get, with this computer, I get a lot better on X-Plane. Let's just ditch Pro ATC a minute because it's really going to serve no can't even speak now. Purpose. We're just going to smash head on into this aircraft here. As I said, this is only a test thing, so if I was doing this properly, obviously I'd not do this. Bang. There we go. It's, there's a one for air crash investigation. God, is it 10 to 8? Jeez, it's taken me this long just to get this plane to here. That's shocking. Okay, we'll line up on the runway. We're going to want to set. In fact, we can come down here because we're in a CRJ, and I'm sure it's not going to need the entire runway length to get this crate off the deck.
04.
Hate not having sound. As I say, once I'm in the air, I'll troubleshoot that, although this thing doesn't have an auto throttle, so I'll have to pay some attention to it. Let's see, let's switch on nav. Let's switch on, I don't know, speed. Let's set that speed, because we want to be going a fair bit faster than 40 knots, I would imagine. Flaps are set. We'll just visit the overhead. I want to be going a lot bloody faster than that. Anyway, let's whack it up 250. Okay, so nav lights can come on, strobes can come on. Let's come down here, taxi lights on. I should have switched these on earlier, never mind. Who cares, huh? Come down here, I think we're all good. APU LCV is open, is it? That's nice. As I said, I really don't care. I absolutely hate this sort of aircraft. Okay, let's power up and get the hell out of here, shall we? Let's turn that off for a minute. Yeah, I think we've set everything we need to. Let's hope. Find out in a minute if we end up in the Hudson. Oh wait, this has Toga, doesn't it? Does it? Pretty sure it does. Ah, I thought it did. That stupid bloody thing. Alright, it doesn't have Toga. Yes, it does. Manual. Toga, there it is. Had it a minute ago. Yeah, it's one. Brilliant. Oh, I didn't set the V-speeds for takeoff either, like a complete noob. Anyway, we're now departing from LaGuardia. I'd imagine I'll be able to pull up. God, seriously need to practice this aircraft. Okay, I think we can pull back now. Yeah, let's hope so, because we're coming to the end of the runway, so I'd like to think we can take off now. Okay, there we are, positive rate of climb and gear up, and autopilot engage. And altitude, we said, let's put it up to our cruising altitude, which today is of course 29,000 feet. This sack of crap should now hopefully climb there. Now, if I remember with this plane, it is so nice. Oh, we can put flaps up. There we go. Nice wing view of New York down there as we depart out. There we go. We got over the other side. More of New York. Hopefully the textures will sort themselves out. Textures, the frame rate will sort out the further we get away from New York. Okay, we're climbing, passing 2,500 feet. Oh, I didn't want to bloody do that. Come back. No. Oh, go away. God, it's horrible with no sound. It really is. Where do we set it to? Oops. Here, I think. Set the that's barrow. Oh, we're on standard barrow anyway. Doesn't really matter, does it? If I go range on this, it takes us into. So it's a beautiful sunny day. It probably isn't in reality because I don't have active sky on. I thought I'd updated it, but haven't. Apparently, annoyingly. Okay, I can disarm the those, so I'm going to move them to land. Flaps are up, and yeah, we are on our merry way to Montreal. Whilst that's going on, let's see. No sound, no sound, no sound. CRJ. Aero soft. No sound. Sound problems. So we're continuing our climb out here. Leaving the FPS killer of... Ooh, that's better, isn't it? Leaving the FPS killer of New York far behind us. You'd already see that what we climbed up to. I put it back on unlimited, didn't I? So yeah, we're already up into the 30s. There you go. And I seriously do hate having those sound. We're above 15,000 feet, so I don't know why I've still got all these lights on. Turn those off. Those can stay. Seatbelt signs can come off. Yeah, it's weird, the sound thing. Resolve those issues. So yeah, this test stream's going well, isn't it? It's got the screen the right size, so it's not all bad news. Coming up tomorrow, I shall be, well, I say I'll be streaming. Hopefully I'll be streaming. We're going from Budapest up to Glasgow. It's quite a long flight. Haven't decided yet if I'm going to do it in P3D or X-Plane. Decisions. Oh, and before I say I'm streaming, it depends how well this stream, you know, if there's lots of stutters because of the internet connection, then I won't be streaming it because I'm not going to stream crap. I'd wait and do a different flight. My router should turn up. Let's see where we today, Wednesday, I think, hopefully. Yeah, my router should turn up by the weekend, by the 10th, no, the 10th today, by the 12th, sorry. And then get that set up, and then hopefully I'll be able to bring you all some high quality, at least visually, streaming. Can't guarantee what the chat's going to be like. Now my experience of the CRJ previously is I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with this plane, and it will climb to, well, we're only cruising at 29,000 feet, which is good, because typically in the past when I've had cruising altitudes over 30,000 feet it struggles to get there. So now if I get this other FMC up, because I need to, on the VNAV, I don't remember how I do this now. Oh yes, VNAV set up. Next page, I think. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, it's the one. Okay, so I now need to go on to that. P-Berg, we should be at 29,000 feet. I doubt that very much. Oh look, we got a disco in this thing. Let's clear that out. Well, that's because we've got P-Berg in here twice. Yeah. So, if I get... Yes, I really wanted to delete P-Berg, you idiot. Right, let's get lattice and put lattice there. Execute. Previous page, P-Berg, lattice, there we go. So by, let's say, Umval, we want to be at 3,000 feet. So let's go Umval. Plug that in there. And the altitude I want to be at Umval is /3000. /3,000. Here, bitch. Yeah. Okay, let's do this the hard way. Usually it puts the altitude straight in there for me. It's playing being an awkward bugger today. Let's try again. Okay, that's a resounding success. So Umval, I'm going to be at sea level apparently. That's interesting. 3,000 feet. Yeah, sort of. Alright, Cardo. Let's try Cardo then. Gonna be awkward. Yeah. Cardo. There we go. 4,000 feet. Don't know why Umval's in at 0. Okay. Let's see what that vectoring is all about. I'm gonna come and put that there. Let's get that a bit higher up so we can see. So we come up there, top of descent is there. Yeah, it's a zoom. Yeah, so Umval to Lona. Can we get rid of that vector crap? I don't know why it's even in there. Can we delete vector out? Yes, we can. Look at that. And that should... It won't, because it's a bitch. Oh, hello, why are we overspeeding? I thought it was supposed to climb to 29,000 feet. Did I not dial this? No, I didn't. Like complete noob. Let's just wreck the plane. This stream is. I tell you, what, I do typically fly simulators a lot better than this. Believe it or not, you probably don't, but I do. Tune into my future streams so I can prove myself right. Or watch one of my other videos where I just did the landing phase of the flight. Now, I've done Verona and Vienna. Go and check them out. Actually, don't, because I just said I normally fly them better. And if I recall, in the Verona, what's it doing now? It's throwing a warp. Why are you? Right. I didn't tell you to change to 250 knots, did I, you heap of crap? God, I see why I hate this plane. There you go. This in a nutshell is why I hate the CRJ. I haven't flown it in ages, and to be honest, I really haven't missed it. Isn't that funny? On the bright side of life, we're going to get 29,000 feet quite easily. Right, let's flip that back. No. No. Yes. And I don't know why you can't draw a line between there and there. You suck. That's just... this plane. Yeah, remind me not to stream with this plane. I'll stream with a plane I can actually do well in, like the 737 or the A320. Or if I'm really in the mood for making you all laugh, I'll take the dash out and land it in a rather interesting way. So yeah, I have a Majestic. I'll tell you what, that stream quality. Oh god, that's horrible. So yeah, I'm streaming. My router is literally a potato, which, as I said already, is why I'm upgrading it. So be pleased to know that the potato will soon be gone and replace something that resembles modern era technology. But anyway, like I said, this was just a test. Not really because I expected the quality to be good, but just to see how it all works. It's not streamed through YouTube before, so as you can probably tell. So yeah, there we go. We've reached our cruising altitude. How far away are we from top descent? Quite a short flight this one to Montreal. We're only about, as you can see, 80 or so miles from top descent. This here, incidentally, because I haven't really figured out how VNav in descent works on this thing, I go by this, and if I just match the VS descent, I think it's called VS, to this, which is currently saying to achieve 4,000 by then I have to descend at a rate of 738 feet per minute. 743 feet per minute. That usually brings me out where I need to be. Yeah, it is VS. So yeah, that's what I do with that. How's my potato stream going? I was going to check that. Actually, watch the speed. Ooh, it is slowing. Speed it up a bit. No toga. Let's put a bit more oomph. God, it's just really hard to do without sound, I tell you. Into that. I think it's because I set up my new monitor and it uses an HDMI cable, and for some reason that's really upset my my headset, is my theory anyway as to why I'm not getting. But then why would I be getting the? Yeah, we'll have to test. Anyway, let's have a look at my stream. Let's go on YouTube a minute. Phone to see if someone was watching this, how bad it would be looking. Yeah. Okay, that looks alright. Okay. Oh, we're nearly overspeeding again. Let's ease back on those engines. Beautiful sunny day, as I've already said. Basically because I've not got active sky working, and why still overspeeding? Ah, I hate planes without auto throttles. Although interestingly, the dash, which I also fly quite, well, I say quite a bit, I haven't flown in ages either. The dash doesn't have an auto throttle either, but I never have problems. I think it's a problem with my flight stick. I've got this cheapy little flight stick. I don't have a pedals and yoke or anything exciting or exotic like that. And basically, it's got this little sort of flappy bit round the back of the stick that controls the throttle. And for some reason, in this plane, now even if I just nudge it ever so gently, it either starts going up or it starts going down. It doesn't hold the speed. The dash, which is obviously the majestic dash, there's a strong headwind, it will hold the speed quite nicely. So I don't have to babysit it quite as much, unless obviously the wing component changes and that headwind suddenly became a tailwind. So I have to keep a little bit of an eye on it, but not as closely as I do this thing. This thing, the speed just seems to fluctuate all over the place. So yeah, I've got my 2 monitor setup back up. So obviously, if I do bring you some streams, or forthcoming streams, I will be on VATSIM. I do have in the past done quite a bit of flying on VATSIM and iVow. Don't use Pilot Edge, one, because it costs money, and that's not the main reason. The main reason is because it's a good product, by the way, because I've seen other people use it on YouTube. It's obviously quite geographically restricted, so if you like doing West Coast flying in America, fantastic. You know, it's probably the platform that you want to use for your online ATC. However, whilst I am flying in America, although on the eastern seaboard, I do most of my flying in Europe, although with my streams I am thinking about branching out from Europe more and going to some places that you don't necessarily, because you know, you watch streams on YouTube and everybody flies around Europe, don't they? They all go to Frankfurt and Amsterdam and Heathrow, and yeah, I'll be going to those places as well. Obviously they're very popular. The good thing about those places is, especially flying online, you're always going to get or not always, but often or not, you're going to get online ATC. So I also do some flying to less popular places. Obviously the downside is you're unlikely to have online ATC, but you are, on the upside, going to see some interesting different airports that you might not think to fly into, typically. As an example of one of my favourites, it is actually in Europe. Having said, talking about flying outside of Europe, but even within Europe, there's places where not many people typically fly to, on simulators, on streams, what have you. Places like Podgorica in Montenegro, Sarajevo, you know, the Balkans. You know, there's some great airports around there to fly to. Oh God, I'm losing my voice. So yeah, you'll see some flights there. Also through Fly UK, one of my virtual airlines, they have quite a few flights in Norway, using, I think, what is it, one of the Dorniers, the 22 something or other. So you'll see me do some flying in there to some quite interesting, the standout one there is Honningsvåg. If you've got something like a Twin Otter or the Carinado Dornier 22 whatever the hell it's called, do a flight to Honningsvåg, because that is quite a challenging place to fly into, especially if the weather's bad. Oh, excuse me. Oh, some beer over here. It's just lubricate my throat a bit. Not used to talking so much. So yeah, I hope to bring you all a wide selection of flights. I haven't included any links on this live broadcast, because as I say, this is just a test, so I'm not really trying to promote it or anything. Well, obviously I am, but not within this specific stream. But yeah, I do have a Facebook page. Just look up at the special one. And then obviously you've got my YouTube channel here. On my Facebook page I have sort of set up a little departure board. Not sure if that's going to stay because it's a little bit fiddly to keep updating it, so I'll keep it for now, but that may fall by the wayside. But for now, check the departure board, that lists upcoming streams. I think currently it's just got the Budapest to Glasgow one, which is scheduled for 1400 hours Zulu tomorrow, which is equivalent of 1500 hours British summertime, because we're an hour ahead now of Zulu time, which is also Greenwich Mean Time. Okay, let's see. As I said, we've got a pretty hefty head. No, we haven't got a headwind at all, actually, because it's all 0000. Because of course, because I haven't got active sky on. Ah dear. So yeah, 80 nautical miles from top of descent. It says one watching. I have a feeling that's me, isn't it? Is there anyone actually watching? It says on my YouTube one watching. So if that's not me, if it is by some miracle someone's actually stuck with this for the whole hour, please say something. Or, having said that, can you say anything? Because I thought... desktop. See, the desktop audio is totally dead. Why is the desktop audio totally dead? Properties. Ah, that's interesting. Has this got built-in speakers? That could be why. And it's conflicting with it. Oh, hello. What happened there? No, still no desktop audio. If we go back to desktop audio, properties, done. Any audio? No, no, no. Let's go back to default. Done. Yeah, so there's definitely... So my mic is coming through, so you can hear me speak at least. Lucky you. Yeah, it's interesting. Optional features. Oh god, watch the speed. I keep looking at my second screen and looking at again the trouble of flying this plane. Let's see how's our frame rates now. We're well out of New York. Yeah, that's more like it, isn't it? There we go. It's nice and smooth. Yeah, landing this plane without... Yeah, because I'm not going to get bloody call-outs either, am I? I'm going to have to totally judge it. That's going to be entertaining. Yeah, so stick around for an interesting, entertaining landing. Yeah. Studio mode. Studio mode. I've really got to watch some tutorials on this OBS thing. Night mode. You know what the hell that is. Pop out. Stream health. Oh, is that a chat box there? I see. So if I type test, what happens? Ah, okay. So presumably the chat just appears in there. Why is it not got overlay? Should come up on there. Weird. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to see. We slowed right down again. I'm gonna have to watch some proper tutorials on how to do this streaming. This seems to be working though, doesn't it? I think. Watch some of it back later and just see what the quality is like. It's already said. Anyway, we're about 40 nautical miles off our top of descent, and we'll begin our descent down into Montreal. And if we come down to here, let's go to Dave a minute because I need the V speeds for the approach. Landing. So VREF is 145 apparently. Did you really believe that? Because I sure as hell don't. 145 seems rather fast. Oh, actually no, it's comparable to 737, isn't it? I'm going to be bringing you more tutorials. So far I've only covered 3 PMDG 737 tutorials. I should be bringing obviously Airbus A320 tutorials. I certainly won't be bringing a tutorial for this plane because I'm rubbish with it. But yeah, certainly PMDG, well no, I've already done PMDG. I'll even do Zevo as well because there's a few subtle differences there. And obviously some people just like watching X-plane content and not P3D content, vice versa. So yeah, more tutorials, Navigraph tutorials, you know, the Jefferson charts, really basic tutorials as well, how to use SimBrief and all that. So yeah, trying to help obviously people who are very new to flight sim and flying. I do like this 4K monitor because I can see the gauges a hell of a lot more easily than I used to be able to, that's for sure. And the night lighting I notice has improved as well. Still some shimmering, because I was having a big problem with shimmering night lights. Still some shimmering, but it is certainly not as dreadfully awful and crap as it used to be. Ooh, what's here? Stream options. Enable DVR, whatever the hell that means. Viewers will be able to seek back. Oh, I see. Back up to 4 hours. Yeah, okay. High resolutions. Yep. Yep. Nice. So we're getting closer and closer to the top of the descent. Of course, I've turned all the ATC off. I'll get my sound sorted out. I have a feeling it's something to do with the monitor. I have a feeling. As I say, I've got this new monitor, so I have to look into that. My sound settings, make sure the sound output is proper. Get that fixed. So what, am I supposed to plug this? No. We're overspeeding again, which is really annoying. Approaching top of descent. So we should be in Canada though now. I imagine we've crossed over the Canadian border. It's so annoying not having any sound. There we are, there's my beautiful CRJ 900. Excuse me. Nice looking plane actually. I much prefer flying the TFDI 717. It's a rear twin jet plane like this, but it's a lot nicer to fly. I'm big fan of the TFDI 727. If you want a regional jet, I'd go for that. The only caveat to that is that obviously if you like flying real world routes, there's not a lot of real world operators left of the 717. You got obviously the main one in America, Delta, and then you got a couple in Europe. What's the name of the airline? I watched a trip report on YouTube the other day of someone flying. Well, it's not Dolomiti or something. Or, no, I don't know. There's one or two operators in Europe still, but really not many. It's very much a legacy aircraft now, sadly. Obviously no longer in production. Right, anyway, we are now about to begin our descent, and as you can see from this descent info, we need to input a descent rate of 2... No. Why is it not letting me... Oh god, this plane. No. Okay, because I haven't changed the altitude, Sherlock. There we go. So about 2,000 rate of descent, 1,000 feet per minute. Take ourselves down to 3,000 feet. And we're going to need the ILS frequencies. Oops, 3,000 feet. ILS frequency, we are landing on what runway? Runway 24 right. Navigation map. The reason why I go on the map here is because if I use the charts, some of them are the database here, 111,900. Hold on, let me just put this in. I'll tell you why I do that in a minute. Let me just put this in. 111. Yeah, the database on P3D is quite old, so obviously some of the ILS frequencies is a bit out of date, and the same with runways and things like that. So you always got to double check. Even if you have the Navigraph charts, don't assume just because your Navigraph chart says, oh, the ILS frequency is 111.9, that that's what it's going to be, because otherwise you can come unstuck. 184, so we can ease that rate back. So you constantly have to adjust this in tandem with what it says on there. So it's a little bit of a juggling act. Another reason why I don't like this aircraft particularly much, because it's just a pain in the arse to get the descent right. But anyway, we're descending down now into Montreal. Don't expect a very pretty landing because I don't have any audio cues. So I'm really going to have to do this just by sight alone and just pure luck. Oh, my throat is killing me. Don't mind, I'm going to be quiet for a minute, just let my throat recover. Yeah, I'll lubricate it with some more beer, that always helps. Yeah, so I'm going to jump on this sound issue and get that sorted. It's weird, I mean, sound. Okay, descent rate, we're down to 1.6 now, so as you can see it's coming down. Ooh, I think that can do well. Oh, excuse me. Right, not loud, go away. Speed's a little low, we can put a bit more throttle on there. So, Montreal, Canada. Home of the Montreal Canadiens, for those of you who know your hockey. Big hockey fan here, by the way. I'm, for my sins, am a San Jose Sharks fan. Game 1 of the playoffs, facing off with the Vegas Golden Knights. So hopefully they can get their revenge, because the Knights ended the Sharks' playoff hopes last year. Personally, I think Tampa Bay are going to take some stopping, to be honest with you. I mean, they obviously ran away with the regular season. Although typically the President Trophy winners don't necessarily do very well in the Stanley Cup playoffs, I think Tampa Bay are really going to be the team to stop. Which means they'll go around the first round now, just totally cursed them. Don't get a chance to watch as much hockey as I used to, as I'm usually pretty busy. Good, it's going well. Okay, we're descending at a rate of about 1500 feet per minute at the moment. I've got to remember how you activate the... Oh yeah, you just activate the approach, don't you? Where's the approach mode? I'm missing. Oh, there it is. I don't know why this would bugger up my... Okay, let's set the local barrow pressure. Oops. What is it? Oh yeah, because I haven't got active sky, it's not going to know. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it as standard. Keep forgetting that. I just can't get used to not having any sound. It's really annoying. Yeah, I'm pleased with my new monitor though. It looks absolutely fine. Obviously you can't see it. I can. Just trust me, it's good. Oh, there isn't the elapsed time thing here, so I should have pressed on pond departure. Descent rate 155, let's stick to that. So we descend down into Montreal. Please excuse the continued coughing. Yeah, I'm going to have to look a bit, because you are supposed to get a visual cue down here as to the profile you're supposed to be taking. Not really supposed to rely directly on that, so I'm going to have to I'll have to watch some more tutorials on this plane to learn how to fly it properly. It's probably my least favourite payware aircraft I have to fly. Well, obviously I do, as you can see too. I mean, I wanted to go to Montreal, and the only aircraft option was a CRJ. Otherwise, I would have taken the 717 in an ideal world. So this monitor must have overridden my sound settings some fact. Sound. Audio manager, here we are. Let's get the audio manager up. Or not. Come on, you piece of crap, open. No. Ah! There we go! Simple as that. Fixed it. Oh god, that's much better. Localizer will be tuned, will it? That's interesting. I've seen that message before. Weird. Ah, that's much better. I can hear! I can hear! Yeah, I'm glad I fixed that problem. Descent rate 1.3, we're sending a little bit to... That was as simple as that to fix it. Thank God for that. So, super. That's that issue solved. Looks like Montreal ahead of us there across the river. Excuse me. VREF is 145. Decision height. Now we'll plug that in. Should look at the charts really to get that. I can't bother. Typically it's around about 200 on these things. Sending below 10,000 feet now. 1200 is the rate of descent. Oops. Send down. So yeah, we've got Montreal ahead of us there. City of Montreal. Of course, Canadians, coming back to the hockey theme, right? Canadians, of course, just missed out on the playoffs. APU door open. Oops. Just realised that. Off. That's probably why. No. Not really sure what you do about that. Oh, I haven't turned the seatbelts back on. So, seatbelts back on. Landing reverses, we better arm those. This thing doesn't have a speed brake, does it? Yeah, you have to sort of manually activate it, I think. So yeah, as I say, Montreal dead ahead of us there. And I do believe the airport is here. So we're just going to go down, circle around, and come into that. Running a little bit slow, but it's not necessarily an issue. Ah, the day we have simulators where the scenery doesn't pop in. Ah, just be beautiful, won't it? I don't know why it doesn't give me a link from... That's okay, because I'll probably vector myself across there anyway. Manually if need be. What is my heading? What's this? Manually put that in. Center 1100. So yeah, hello Montreal. Interesting. Water blue from that view. And I see. I can decrease the rate of descent again. We can actually slow to 220 knots now. 145 of course is our landing speed. Let's ease back on the throttles a little bit. Some weird little just lumps of mountain over there. That's interesting. Really? Is that for real? How weird is that? Just like that, just in the... Wow. That can't be right, can it? Just a little mountain on its own like that. If you have been to Montreal or are a native of Montreal, please tell me if those mountains are really there like that. I'm genuinely interested. Okay, we'll swing round in a minute. And arm the approach. Oh, excuse me. Should be landing shortly, which is good because I need to go off and make my lunch and stuff to work tomorrow. Sure you really wanted to know that. Clear up from dinner and a whole load of other stuff. Okay, let's switch to heading select and spin ourselves around here. Short intercept. Yeah. speed, slow to slow to 200 knots actually. There we are on 200 knots. As we spin around, we'll on the approach. So that's on right now. Oops, losing quite a bit of speed. Go flaps 1. I don't see the diamonds anywhere. Is there something else I'm supposed to turn on perhaps? That should turn to the left momentarily, I'm hoping. Yes, there we go. We have captured the localizer. Hopefully we will capture also the glide slope momentarily. That's how far out the runway? It's over 10 miles. Keep speed. Okay, reduce speed to 180 now. That's fine, it can come down to 180. See the runway ahead of us in the distance there? Put the speed on 145 now, which will obviously our landing speed. Okay. Although, if I remember, this thing really floats, so we might want to be a little bit slower than that. Let's get another notch on the flaps. Glide slope is captured. So we should start descending in a minute, hopefully. Anyway, 24 right. Looks a little bit offset at the moment. I should have checked the charts to see if it's going to be an offset approach. I didn't, but we'll get a clearer idea nearer. Okay, we can ease back off the throttles now because we're descending. We can probably put the gear down. Set ourselves right down. 30 flaps. 3 green on the gear. We'll land on 30 flaps should be enough. A little bit more on the throttle. As I say, this thing floats, so probably at this speed. Well out of practice. I'm making excuses for this already. Interested to see what my frames are. That's pretty good, Montreal. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with the frames here. Little got below speed, so let's increase speed a little. I can't see any pappy lights. Surely Montreal has pappy lights. You'd think, wouldn't you? Way below our landing speed. I'll pump that speed up. Lose it. Come on, get the speed up. There we go. And we're ahead. And now we're nicely onto it. Gear is down. Check, put the gear down. A bit embarrassing. Ease back on the speed a little bit now. We'll disable the autopilot in a minute. 1,000 feet, checked. And no call outs for some reason. Obviously no wind, so there won't be any turbulence or anything.
Approaching. 2, 4, right.
Okay, we can kill the power now. Really kill the power, because otherwise we're really going to float this thing. I'll kill the autopilot as well. Yeah, tell me I'm flying it, my aircraft. Surprised it wasn't autopilot-y sound. We're drifting off to the side for some reason. Let's bring that back. We're also considerably low. Oh dear. Oh, the trim on this aircraft.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Jesus, what happened there? There's... Well, I think I got a tail strike there actually for some reason. Yeah. Well, we don't even... Oh, there we go. Yeah, probably would be surprised if I didn't tail strike that. It came down of a... I don't know, just fell out of the sky. As I say, this plane... having said it used to float, and this time it did totally the opposite. It's interesting. We'll have a look at the replay in a minute. Oops. Let's just stick it, well, anywhere really. Ah, welcome to Montreal anyway. Be interested to see what the landing rate was.
Approaching. 1.
Landing rate,
0.
touchdown at -601 feet per minute. Oh dear. Yeah, I had a feeling. That really fell out of the sky for some reason. That'll probably fail on the flight report when I log it. I'm almost too embarrassed to log this flight really, to be honest. It's a dreadful landing rate. For a plane that used to float like an absolute bitch, that didn't half fall out of the sky. Interesting. No jetways. That's curious. Well, that's interesting. For some reason there's no... That's bizarre. Tell you what, it's just... Okay, let's park it here then, that's quite odd. Not sure what's going on with the scenery here. Montreal is an interesting airport. Oh, there's a jetway, look! Let's go around there. So, you know what, we'll just stick it here. I mean, I know it's not really a gate, but I just want to have a look at the replay. Okay, let's set parking brake and shut the engines down. Right. File that. Although I'm rather embarrassed to, because that's going to be failed for sure. And let's just pop down to Dave and across state, ready for taxi. Let's set up the. I don't know if it's one of. Sometimes with the replay, you have to set it up in the right configuration. It's a bit weird how that works. So you want those on, those on, those on, oops, on, strobes on. Right, let's have a look at that dreadfully awful landing. Which is probably my worst ever landing in this plane. Show playback window. Roll the tape. Which view should we go? We're going to get a decent view from the tower. Let's find out. So here we are, unsuspecting passengers on board Delta flight, whatever my flight number is, coming in to land at Montreal, thinking, yes, our trip's almost over, little realising that they're about to have their spines unceremoniously shoved upright through the top of their heads by this hard landing. Hopefully this will disappear behind a terminal building at the crucial moment. Okay, see, look how much I'm flaring, and it just still just boom. Well, oh, look at that. Oh yeah, there we are. At least I didn't tail strike it. For some reason, I just fell out the sky like a brick. I guess I should have had a lot more. I don't know. Let's lock spot. Jeez, let's ignore that because I certainly didn't have those open. I don't know, maybe I did. Maybe that's why it fell out of the sky like a brick. But look, see how much I'm flaring there, and it just oh, I almost got a tail strike. Put it nicely on the centre line though. Rest of it's crap. And so for a wing view, one more view of this horrendous landing.
On taxiway.
Look at the let's look at. I don't know why we fell out of the sky like that. I must have just lost too much speed at the end there. Weird. Interesting. Certainly didn't expect that, that's for sure. I tell you, I was lucky to make the bloody runway in the end. So this plane has gone from a floater to falls out the sky like a brick. I'll have to remember that for future flying with this. My spine. Oh Jesus! That's horrendous. Yeah. Oh dear. Interesting. Anyway. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you very much for watching this test stream. I'll call it a night there. We'll stop now, and I will be back. I will be back with hopefully another stream in the very near future. Till next time. How do I stop this? Actually, having said that, oh, end stream maybe. There we go.